they're making some repairs. I mean, I don't know. I got so many jokes. And I'm from Houston, okay? We don't even get sinkholes. So this is like big news for them.
You gotta let them know what decorations to put in it,
right? Like, see, it's not gonna last long enough to get a decoration.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's got the jokes.
I got the jokes.
I know it, yep. Well, heading into our weather, we do expect more scattered rain. We're looking for some that could be heavy in the next few days. Street flooding is possible. Definitely one of the reasons that we say always turn around, don't drown is because of some of those areas of roads that can be dangerous where you can't see it because of, water from flooding covering it. Right now, nothing is forming in the tropics, so a lot of us pretty happy about that. Don't have to worry about any tropical threats for the next week or more, but we do have the storms continuing in the forecast the next few days. 83, looking kind of hazy and humid out there, definitely feeling muggy. No surprise, it is almost mid-July. Temperatures in the 80s right now, and our radar is quiet after we got that flare-up of those storms, especially with that street flooding we saw in parts of Lakeview, Gentilly, and a few other spots earlier today, and also a couple strong storms, as you heard, north of Lake Pontchartrain, rolling across Tangipahoa and St. Tammany Parish. Wake up forecast for tomorrow. Upper 70s is what we're expecting for the official low, but we'll quickly get back into the 80s. Slight chance for a shower or storm early, but then we'll increase it to near 60 or 70%. So most of us getting some form of rain tomorrow, a shower or maybe even a heavy thunderstorm. That will be possible tomorrow with highs near 92. Today was one of those days where it was both hot and stormy. Got a big storm over New Orleans, and we also managed to hit 94 degrees at the airport. Tomorrow, looking similar. We'll get up into the lower 90s, but we do have that chance for scattered rain, especially from roughly midday or lunchtime through the afternoon. Here's how it's looking. Tonight, you saw a couple of showers, especially near the coast. That's why we have that slight rain chance. Moving toward midday tomorrow, this is noon, showers and storms. 5 p.m., most of it wrapping up. Even into the evening, though, this model does want to bring a couple more showers through, so maybe about a 30% chance for rain tomorrow evening and night. And then this is Monday morning, starting off with a couple of coastal showers, and then more showers and storms popping up through the afternoon, partially fueled with all of the moisture in the atmosphere that is increasing ahead of this front. Not the front that's going to make it all the way down. We'll have to wait until probably maybe late September, October to see that. But this point in the summer, these fronts get near us. Sometimes they stall, which this one will do, and then just dissipate and wash out and not really be strong anymore, or any sort of boundary really decipherable. But we will see that moisture increasing ahead of it, and that's part of why we're getting this potential for some heavy rain in our storms the next few days. Tomorrow, Sunday, the greens and yellows, that's the marginal to slight risk out of the 4 risk categories. Not for severe storms, but for flooding rain, meaning street flooding possible, but especially farther north. And then Monday, too, still at least marginal risk to get a few of those downpours that cause some flooding, especially in those areas you know about, those familiar underpasses that flood, those intersections around your neighborhood that you know tend to fill up. Those would be the most likely places for that. Our rain totals all the way through Wednesday, some models going up to 1 or 2 inches. This model, our GFS model for this run, has us up to maybe 3+, especially perhaps north of the lake. Take these with a grain of salt. It will really just depend on whether you're under a downpour or not, but we are expecting that rain. One nice thing, though, when you have clouds, of course, it can help with the heat. It also makes for beautiful sunsets. I took this picture at City Park tonight. I thought this looked like a dove. Do you see this? Just such beautiful kind of sunsets that we tend to get. And then also from last night, Ian Kramer, a producer at WWL, sent me this photo. This is that sun dog that I talk about a lot. Here's the sun, and then look at this. Extra little sun on the side. And this one was especially cool because you can see the rainbow effect, the red on the inside and going to purple on the outside. Also, you can see a little faint trace of a solar halo. And by the way, a sundog is just that bright spot that happens sometimes on the sides of the sun, sometimes can be rainbow colored. And it happens when sunlight is bending or refracting through ice crystals in high up cirrus clouds. The name is a little debatable. It's also called perihelion as an official name, but it could be because of Zeus's dogs, like Zeus is the sun and he walks his dogs on either side of him. Kind of hard to say. I think there's a lot of debate about where it got its name. 7-day forecast showing those scattered storms continuing and getting a little drier at the end of the upcoming week.